Rivals.com national basketball analyst Eric Bossi. I'm here at the McDonald's All-American game in Atlanta, Georgia with five-star prospect Matthew Hurt, one of the top undecided players in the country. Matthew, just want to start off with, you work your entire career to make this type of game. What does it feel like to finally be here?
It feels great. LeBron, Kobe, Kevin Durant, they have all put a jersey on like this. So it's just an honor to put a jersey like them, because they're so highly ranked and they're doing so well in their careers now. So I'm just really honored and blessed.
What do you think it is about your game and what you do out there that, allowed you to achieve this type of honor?
I think I can shoot the ball and I play really unselfish, because my mindset is always team first. Anything I can do for my team to win. That's my most important thing is to win, and I'll do anything for the win.
Talk about let's discuss your senior season. If you had to rate yourself on an individual level and a team level, what are you happy about and what is going to stick kind of in the back of your mind and fuel your fire as you move forward?
Personally, I thought I did pretty good. I can't give the credits to myself because I have great teammates. Sending me screens and giving me passes. I give a lot of credit to them. Team wise, we fell up short again. Credit goes to Lakeville North. They were well prepared. That's definitely gonna sting me, especially me because I'm people call me a second player. I'm just trying to get past that hump and try to be the first player.
Obviously, there's a lot of interest in your recruitment, and it's taking place at the highest of level. You took 4 official visits. You went to Kentucky, North Carolina, Duke, and Kansas. Want to kind of run through each of those official visits, what stuck out, things like that. The first visit was Kentucky, so they kind of had the chance to kind of set the stage with the visit. What did you like about it? What maybe surprised you about the visit there?
How they do it every single day. They were playing a pretty good team. But not a lot of fans were there, especially. But they still had a great student section, great crowd still. Preparation. It was like a 1 p.m. game. 8 a.m. they're up getting shots. Pregame, everything. So I think I just like the reputation of what they do before games.
Did anything surprise you when you sat down with Coach Calipari and he talked to you about what they do with the program?
No, they're just saying they want me. They think I can be the last piece in their recruiting class for next year. Because they already have a great recruiting class already. So those commits are on me. But I'm just trying to take it day by day for me.
So you wrap up the Kentucky visit. You get a little bit of time off, focus on the high school season. North Carolina comes up next. Maybe to start off with, what was different about North Carolina in comparison to Kentucky?
But the biggest thing was probably the atmosphere, because North Carolina was playing Gonzaga that game, and I think Kentucky was playing UNC Greensboro or something like that. So just the atmosphere was a little bit different, different type of game. So I could see why it was a different type of environment. But I think the one thing that stuck out was probably the environment and everything.
And then with Roy Williams, who's been doing this for a while, obviously, what kind of attracts you to him? Did you want to take the official visit there, and what stuck out with him personally on your official visit?
He's been a lot. He's been to Rochester a lot. I give a lot of credit to them. As he came to a couple games this year, a couple practices, met with my family for breakfast. I think the dedication to me, they deserve their own official visit. And then Roy Williams, he's one of the best coaches of all time. And what he's doing this year with his team. And then there's some players that he's making me watch so they could use me as they are this year.
And then you go on to Duke. You go down Tobacco Road for another visit. You're getting to your third visit. Is messages from coaches kind of get the same maybe, or do they find a way to kind of freshen things up and keep it different for you?
It's about the same. Because everybody has their pitch. Everybody thinks they have the best school. Best fan base, best programs. I think mostly everything are the same. But there's some little things that can stick out from different visits.
How much time did you get to spend with Coach K during your visit? And what's maybe something that we think about him, seeing him on TV and coaching on the sidelines, that he wasn't like that surprised you in person?
I think just the way he interacts with his players. I saw them after practice. He's really cool, really mellow at practice. But if you're doing something wrong, he'll get on you. And that's what coaches are for. if they're not yelling at you, I don't think they're giving you their full attention. So I just want to be coached.
And then you take your last official visit that you took was to Kansas. You've been getting recruited by them for quite some time. You played for Coach Self with USA Basketball. What was the time with him and his coaching staff like?
It was great. Their coaching staff's really, really close. I mean, Jarence Howard is the main recruiter for me. Me and him are pretty close. But that visit was great. I was with the players a lot. We went bowling one night. So I thought interacting with the guys were great. With the coaches were great too.
And then what about their vision for you? You mentioned each school has a pitch and stuff like that and tells you, like, hey, watch this guy, this is how you use you. What players, current or past, did they kind of compare you to and say, here's how we'd use you?
A combination like Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre, Josh Jackson. Taller guys, but can put the ball on the floor. That's their message. They think they can train me to be a big guard. So those are the three guys that they want me to look at in the NBA right now, and how well they did at Kansas as well.
And then you've got those four that you took the official visits to, but there's still a couple other schools that are involved pretty heavily with Memphis and Minnesota, so we want to make sure we don't leave those guys out. Minnesota, your brother is there. It's the home state. You know a lot about them. What stands out to you about them and their pitch to you and out of the idea of possibly staying home?
Their pitch to me is like Trey Young, Michael Porter Jr., what they did, staying for their home city, home state. So they think I can do that as well. Like Romeo Langford this year. So they think I can do that for Minnesota. Their fan base is great. They just had a 32 run. They're a lot of fans went down to Des Moines to watch them play. So just all the support.
Memphis, it's a new staff with Coach Hardaway and Coach Miller and a lot of NBA experience. What stands out with them? And they've people don't really talk about them much, but it sounds like they're still working really hard on things.
What they have against other schools is like they've had NBA experience and they know what it takes to get there and how to maintain and stay in the league. So having that resource right there is really helpful, I think, to me and other players as well that's already committed there. So there's a resource there. They're gonna tell me what I want to hear or what I need to hear instead of what I want to hear.
All right, and then finally, April 20th has been a date that you've had set as your birthday for a decision. Is that still the plan? And between now and April 20th, like, what has to happen to get you to say, okay, I know this is the place for me?
Just building more relationships. Getting close. Seeing how they do in the tournament. Who's coming back. Who I'm going to play with. So that takes a big part of my decision.
All right, he's Matthew Hurt, the unsigned 5-star senior prospect. I'm Eric Bossi, Rivals.com national basketball analyst here at the McDonald's All-American Game.